decades, the image of a developer was someone quietly working behind the scenes, focused on code and little else. But in today's fast-paced tech world, that stereotype is quickly fading. At DevSparks Bengaluru 2026, the message was clear. Visibility is now just as important as technical skill. Developers can no longer afford to stay in the shadows if they want to stand out. The landscape is changing, and those who adapt will find new opportunities waiting for them. The competitive world of technology, being visible is no longer optional. It's a necessity. Arsh Goyal, a prominent AI and engineering creator, opened DevSparks 2026 by urging developers to rethink their approach to career growth. He emphasized that great work alone isn't enough if nobody knows about it. Sharing your journey, ideas, and progress is what sets you apart in a crowded market. The modern engineer is expected to communicate and build in public, not just code in silence. Arsh Goyal's journey from a conventional engineer to a creator is a testament to the power of building in public. He started out like many others, following a traditional path through internships and a job at Samsung. But everything changed when he began sharing his experiences and learnings online. At first, his posts received little attention. Over time, however, people began to relate to his story, and new opportunities started to emerge. Goyal's decision to share his work on LinkedIn was a turning point. What began as a few likes soon led to real-world opportunities. A major company reached out, inviting him to teach their students. That experience opened doors to even more possibilities, including delivering over 100 sessions at top engineering colleges and consulting for companies on software engineering and AI. His story shows how visibility can transform a career. One of the biggest advantages of becoming a creator is access. Goyal's visibility allowed him to connect with industry leaders, including NVIDIA CEO and teams at Google and Microsoft. These conversations and experiences would have been out of reach if he had stayed silent. Building in public doesn't just open professional doors, it brings you into conversations that shape the future of technology. Rise of AI is making coding more accessible and implementation more commoditized. This means that simply being good at writing code isn't enough anymore. Developers need to combine their technical skills with communication and distribution. The ones who stand out are those who can explain, align, and direct, not just code. In an AI-first world, a creator mindset is what sets you apart. As developers progress in their careers, communication becomes increasingly important. Early on, most of the job is writing code with some communication. But as you gain experience, the balance shifts. Senior engineers spend more time explaining ideas, aligning teams, and making decisions. With AI handling more of the routine work, the ability to clearly direct and communicate becomes the real advantage. Many developers are already doing creator work without realizing it. They write design documents, draft pull request descriptions, explain ideas on Slack, and conduct internal demos. The problem is that most of this valuable work stays hidden within company walls. By sharing these efforts publicly, developers can showcase their expertise and attract new opportunities. Goyal's advice is simple: don't let your work stay invisible. Whether you're building a project, solving a tough problem, or learning a new technique, think of it as something worth sharing. You don't need to become an influencer. The goal is to get better at your job by communicating and sharing what you're already building. Even a small audience can create unexpected opportunities. Sharing your work publicly can feel intimidating at first, but it's a powerful way to build your reputation. When you share your journey, you invite others to learn with you, offer feedback, and open doors you never expected. The tech community values openness and collaboration, and those who participate actively often find themselves at the center of exciting projects and discussions. Developers who build in public naturally develop a personal brand. This isn't about self-promotion, it's about letting your work speak for itself. When people see your projects, your thought process, and your growth, they begin to associate your name with expertise and initiative. Over time, this reputation can lead to job offers, speaking invitations, and collaborations. One of the best ways to build in public is to share what you're learning. Whether you're exploring a new framework, solving a bug, or experimenting with AI tools, documenting your process helps others and reinforces your own understanding. The act of teaching, even informally, solidifies knowledge and demonstrates your commitment to growth. Goyal's journey included teaching competitive programming to students, which expanded his network and skill set. By sharing his expertise, he not only helped others but also gained valuable teaching experience. This step from engineer to educator is a natural progression for those who build in public, and it often leads to unexpected career growth. Creators are often the first to notice shifts in the market. By staying active and engaged, they spot trends early and can act on them before others. Goyal points out that once you see a shift, you can build something new and even start selling your own solutions. This proactive approach is what sets creators apart from those who simply follow. Building in public brings you into important conversations. Goyal's experiences with industry leaders show that visibility leads to meaningful connections. These conversations can shape your perspective, introduce you to new ideas, and even influence the direction of your career. The more you share, the more you're invited into these circles. As AI automates more of the routine coding work, developers need to focus on what can't be easily replaced: creativity, communication, and leadership. The ability to guide projects, explain complex ideas, and align teams is becoming more valuable than ever. Those who embrace these skills will thrive in the new era of engineering. Engineering is no longer just about writing code. It's about solving problems, communicating solutions, and driving projects forward. As Goyal notes, senior engineers spend less time coding and more time making decisions and aligning teams. The ability to see the bigger picture is what separates good engineers from great ones. Much of the valuable work developers do, like writing design docs or leading demos, remains hidden inside companies. By sharing these efforts externally, you not only showcase your skills but also contribute to the broader tech community. This openness can inspire others and attract collaborators who share your interests. Goyle encourages developers to take practical steps toward visibility. Start small, share a project update, write about a problem you solved, or explain a new technique you learned. Over time, these small actions build a portfolio of public work that demonstrates your expertise and initiative. It's important to remember that building in public isn't about becoming an influencer. The goal is to improve at your job by sharing and communicating what you're already doing. Even if only a small group of the right people sees your work, it can lead to opportunities you never expected. When you build in public, opportunities tend to multiply. Each post, talk, or shared project increases your visibility and attracts new connections. Over time, these connections can lead to job offers, partnerships, and invitations to speak at events. The more you share, the more doors open. Sharing your work publicly also invites feedback. While it can be daunting, feedback is one of the fastest ways to learn and improve. The tech community is full of people willing to help, offer suggestions, and point out areas for growth. Embracing feedback is a hallmark of successful creators. As you share your work, you naturally build a community around your interests. This network can become a source of support, collaboration, and inspiration. Whether you're working on open source projects or sharing insights on social media, community is at the heart of building in public. Your journey can inspire others to start sharing their own work. When developers see peers building in public and reaping the rewards, it encourages them to step out of their comfort zones. This ripple effect strengthens the entire tech ecosystem, making it more open and collaborative. Many developers hesitate to share their work out of fear of criticism or not being good enough. But the reality is, everyone starts somewhere. The tech community values authenticity and growth. By sharing your journey, including your mistakes and lessons learned, you become relatable and trustworthy. Consistency is key when building in public. Goyle's story shows that even small, regular updates can lead to big opportunities over time. The more consistently you share, the more your reputation grows. It's not about going viral, it's about steady progress and visibility. Events like DevSparks 2026 highlight real-world examples of developers who have benefited from building in public. From speaking at conferences to consulting for top companies, the stories shared at these events reinforce the value of visibility and communication in today's tech landscape. Attending and participating in tech events is another way to build in public. These gatherings offer a platform to share your work, learn from others, and make valuable connections. The relationships formed at events often lead to collaborations and new opportunities. Sharing your successes, big or small, helps others see what's possible. Whether it's a completed project, a solved problem, or a new skill learned, celebrating milestones publicly motivates both you and your peers. Success stories inspire others to take action and build in public themselves. The era of silent coding is over. Today's developers are communicators, creators, and collaborators. By building in public, you not only advance your own career but also contribute to a more open and innovative tech community. The future belongs to those who are visible, engaged, and willing to share their journey.